to our third annual neighborhood preview show here at the Great American Sports Café, and moving right along in our program tonight. And we're bringing up a new era tonight. It's the Madeira Mustangs. They start a new era under head coach Mike Shafer, formerly of Little Miami and formerly at Deer Park High School, right, if I'm not correct. And you and Eric Taylor talk about who was the best player that ever come out of that school. I know you have quite a bantering about that.
It's not even in the running.
And Coach Betty John says it's not even in the running. Though Deer Park's represented well here with the coaching ranks, there's no doubt about that. And, well, last year Madeira went 6-4. Have some good players coming back, Mike. The pot definitely wasn't empty when you inherited this ball club. Skill players wise, what have you seen so far that you like in your first year in the tenure?
Yeah, we have a lot of players coming back with varsity experience on both sides of the ball. So with that experience, they've been able to pick up the schemes very easily. So I think we've gotten a lot in early. That isn't the usual situation when you take over a program.
Well, you know, your defense already is, when you look at it, you got guys up here like Constantini and Joe Bodner and Logan Cassidy. They had a lot of picks last year. You got to really like when you got a team that knows how to take the ball away. It brings such an added depth to a defense, doesn't it?
Yeah, we have a lot of guys with experience and a lot of guys that have a lot of skill, and we've been challenging that they can be the best unit on the field. So I think that when you have that, when you can start with that experience, you're definitely to your advantage.
The CHL's been pretty tough in years past. This year you got Indian Hill up top, Wyoming, who looks like they're going to be stellar as well again. When you look at this CHL season, where do you think that you guys can compete? I mean, can you actually win this title this season with this team?
I definitely think we can compete, and that's been our goal, and that's what we've been talking about since December, that we want to take this program to the next level, the next step, and we're outlined things that we need to do to get there. And the kids have bought in. They've been working hard, and I know that I believe, and I think they believe, that we can compete week in and week out, and we're going to compete for a league championship and for the playoffs.
One thing you've been known for is your development of quarterbacks. Kyle Cook at Little Miami, who's playing 1AA at Morehead State now. And this year it's a little different for you. You're taking an incumbent quarterback and moving him to running back in Pat McClanahan. Who's going to be your quarterback, and why did you make that switch?
The quarterback will probably be Isaac Group. He'll be a junior. When we came in, we looked at both of them. Patrick did a great job for him last year. But looking at Patrick as an athlete, he can help us more playing running back and free safety. In our system, the quarterback usually doesn't play a whole lot of defense, and we wanted Patrick to be on the field as much as possible. And we gave Isaac Group a chance, and he stepped up and did a good job. So it really worked out on both sides. We have a quarterback that's very capable, and we take someone like Patrick that we can keep on the field the whole game.
Next to you, to your left, is Mike Constantini. And Mike, when we talk about you and what you see with this offense, how has it progressed in the last year since the end of last year, actually?
I think that in the off season we've done a lot of good lifting and stuff like that, and it's progressed. And we got a lot of new offensive coaches, so I think that we should have a good year.
Flipping over to the other side of the ball, we talked about your secondary. Talk about some of your mates back there in the secondary, and why are you guys so adept at intercepting passes?
We have me, Logan, Joe, Pat, a lot of returning DBs, and I think we led the CHL in picks last year, and I think we should just do the same thing this year.
To your left is Sam Schneider, the linebacker and fullback. Oh, I'm sorry. Corey Phelps down there, offensive center, and the defensive lineman. And Corey, you lost some guys, Ben Korn and some other fellas up front this past offseason to graduation. Who's coming back on that offensive line and defensive line, and why do you feel so comfortable with your teammates there?
Well, we have pretty much all returning starters on the offensive line. Kyle Williamson and Will Sturr, Mikey Hurd and Andrew Monamy, and we're not exactly small, Kyle's like 260, 6'4", Will's around 300, 6'4", and everyone on the line's over 200, so I think we're looking pretty good.